Hi everyone, it's Miss Alyssa, a Youth Services Librarian at the Westmont Public Library, and I'm here to book talk to you today. All of the books that I will be discussing are available for digital download through our digital branch that can be checked out with your library card. All of these books will also follow a Pride theme, as June is the LGBTQ community's Pride Month. So I will be discussing a variety of books for a variety of different age ranges, all following a Pride theme. The first group of books that I have today are picture books, and the first one is called And Tango Makes Three by Peter Parnell and Justin Richardson. This one is kind of a classic and based off a true story of two male penguins that fall in love at the New York Central Zoo and get the chance to raise a penguin together, starting as an egg. And then when the baby hatches and grows up, it ends up being Tango. This is a really cute, sweet book that is perfect for anyone who wants to read about penguins or about families. The second book that I have is called And Stella Brings the Family, and this is by Miriam B. Schiffer. This one is about Stella, who's in school, and Mother's Day is coming up, and they're going to have a Mother's Day fest. Stella gets kind of nervous when she realizes that she doesn't have a mother to bring to Mother's Day fest, and all of her classmates really wonder who takes care of Stella if she doesn't have a mother. So as you go through the book, you learn that Stella gets everything that she needs from both of her dads, and it is okay not to have a mother. So this is a really great picture book about families. The next set of books that I will be discussing today are middle grade books. The first one is called Felix YZ by Lisa Bunker, and this book, in short, is bananas. We follow Felix, who as a young kid got sent off to a different dimension because his father was a scientist, and on his way back he got melded with an alien that now is trapped inside of him. And now that Felix is in his adolescence, he's learning that the alien inside him is stunting his growth. So the only way that he is going to make it to adulthood is if he has life-threatening surgery. Bananas. But it is a really great book with a lot of representation. A lot of side characters have different sexual identities, and Felix himself has a crush on one of his friends. So it's cute and bananas, but I highly recommend. The next story that I have is called Ivy Aberdeen's Letters to the World, and this is by Ashley Herring Blake. Ashley Herring Blake actually writes a lot of LGBTQ fiction for middle grade and YA. Ivy Aberdeen is just one of my personal favorites, so I'm excited to talk about it today. We follow Ivy, whose house gets torn down by a tornado within the first few pages of the book. So now she is displaced with a large family, and on top of it, her journal has now gone missing, and it is where she had drawn pictures of girls holding hands. Somebody finds the journal and starts leaving her notes in her locker, while on top of the fact that Ivy is the middle child, trying to deal with the fact that she no longer has a home, and she's also just developing a crush on one of her classmates. So there's a lot going on in this book, but it is super sweet, super important, and definitely one that I would recommend for everyone. The next set of books that I have are going to be YA. The first one is a YA graphic novel called Heartstopper by Alice Oseman, and this is also actually a webcomic that you can read on Alice Oseman's website. This story follows Nick and Charlie, who are falling in love, and it is literally the story all about first love. It starts out with Charlie, who is openly gay, starts to get a crush on Nick, and Nick, who has only been attracted to women up until Charlie, is kind of dealing with his sexuality and coming out. But really the entire book / series is all about the two of them navigating first love together, and it is the cutest thing that I think I have ever read. So I highly recommend that one, especially if you like graphic novels. The last book that I have is a little bit different. It is a YA horror by Claire Legrand called Sawkill Girls, and this one mostly follows this legend that is on the island that eats people. So it's kind of a myth that gets passed around, but then reality strikes, and 3 girls, Zoe, Miriam, and Val, all have to try to destroy this thing. But in the book, there is a lesbian relationship and an asexual character, so there's great representation on top of just being a fantastic horror novel. So if you're into horror, highly recommend. Thank you guys for listening to me. If you do want any more recommendations on LGBTQ literature, you can go to the website lgbtqreads.com. There they have an extensive list of LGBTQ books that have been published or are going to be published. It is all divided by age range as well as genre. So it is a fantastic website for anyone who wants to do further research. Again, thank you for watching. If you would like to hear more book talks, please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great day.